All right, we are live. And what are we talking about today? Today we will be talking about French Riviera. Let's see. Look at this beautiful photo. Look at this beautiful photo. Seven interesting facts. Inhabitants of the French Riviera are more than 2 million. French Riviera covers about 550 miles. Acquired the nickname Côte d'Azur or Azure Coast, Azure, Azure Blue Coast in 1887. Largest city is Nice. Nice Airport is the third largest airport in France, following behind Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport and Paris only. Tourists that visit French Riviera spend close to $5 billion per year. French Riviera has about 300 days of sunshine per year. 300 days of sunshine. Côte d'Azur. Côte d'Azur. Beautiful. Stunning stretch of Mediterranean coastline in southeastern France. This glamorous region is renowned for its picturesque beauty, luxurious lifestyle, and cultural significance. Extends from Monaco to Saint-Tropez. Through some definitions include the coastline up to Toulon. It's primarily located within the Alpes-Maritimes department, which covers 4,300 square kilometers. The region boasts a Mediterranean climate with 310 to 330 days of sunshine per year. 330 days of sunshine, that's literally like 1 month. 1 month of gloomy weather, that's all, making it an ideal year-round destination. Nice, capital of the Alps Maritimes, known for its Promenade des Anglais and vibrant Old Town. Promenade des Anglais. Promenade des Anglais. Cannes, famous for its international film festival and beautiful beaches. Saint-Tropez, a former fishing village turned glamorous hotspot. Monaco, though not technically part of France, this principality is closely associated with the Riviera. Natural beauty. 115 kilometers of coastline with numerous beaches and coves. Massif d'Esterol, a stunning red rock mountain range. Tête de chien. Tête de chien means head of a dog. 550-meter high rock offering spectacular views. Museum showcasing works by artists like Picasso and Matisse. Traditional markets such as Cours Salea in Nice, perfumeries and glass blowers in Bio. Known for its luxurious lifestyle attracting wealthy visitors and residents, it's a major yachting destination, hosting 50% of world's super yacht fleet annually. 18 golf courses, 14 ski resorts, 3,000 restaurants. 18 golf courses, 14 ski resorts. Hmm. A thriving technology sector including the Sofia Antipolis Technopole. The area hosts several world-renowned events: Cannes Film Festival, Nice Carnival, Monaco Grand Prix, Les Bravades de Saint-Tropez. The French Riviera offers a rich culinary tradition, including dishes like salade niçoise, originated in Nice, ratatouille, bouillabaisse, tarte tropezienne, a cream-filled pastry from Saint-Tropez. Blend of natural beauty, cultural richness, and luxurious amenities, making it one of the world's most sought-after destinations. This is kind of beautiful. Okay. Tell me all about the history of Saint Tropez. A jewel of the French Riviera has a rich and fascinating history that spans over 2 millennia. From its ancient origins to its modern day fame, the town has undergone numerous transformations and played various roles throughout the centuries. Originally known as Athenopolis or Heraclea Cacebaris. Wine tasting, chic dining, romantic villages. What's included? Our favorite addresses, delicious restaurant recommendations, premier hotel options, premier hotel options, insider tips, information on the area hour by hour, itineraries, daily maps, interactive virtual maps, clickable links, lifetime access to digital version with updates. Okay, what do we have here? Plan de Saint-Tropez. Tropez magazine. Let's see. Originally known as Athenopolis or Heraclea Cacebaris during the Greek and Roman periods, inhabited by prehistoric tribes but significant settlement only began with the arrival of Greeks and later the Romans. Medieval period. Town's current name originates from a grisly event in AD 68. A Roman centurion, how do we call it? Centurion named Tropez was beheaded in Pisa for refusing to renounce his Christian faith. A Roman centurion named Tropez. I don't know what a centurion is. Let's see. Centurion meaning the commander of a century in the ancient Roman army. Okay, so that's the commander of an army. Was beheaded in Pisa for refusing to renounce his Christian faith. His body was set adrift in a boat with a dog and a rooster, eventually washing ashore near the present day Saint Tropez. The locals, impressed by the miraculous preservation of his body, adopted him as their patron saint. Hmm. So it was earlier called Athenopolis. A Roman centurion was beheaded in Pisa for refusing to renounce his Christian faith. His body was set adrift in a boat with a dog and rooster, eventually washing ashore near the present day Saint Tropez. The locals, impressed by the miraculous preservation of his body, adopted him as their patron saint. Interesting. After the fall of the Roman Empire, Saint Tropez faced numerous challenges. Frequent pirate attacks plagued the coastal region. In the 10th century, it fell under Sarac- Saracen control. The town was later recaptured by Christians and became a priority of Saint Victor. It was subsequently ruled by various noble families, including the Viscount of Marcel, the Suffren, and Castellan, Castellan, Renaissance and the early modern era. Saint-Tropez experienced a significant transformation. Jean de Cosa, Baron of Grimond, invited Genoese families to repopulate and fortify the area. Jean de Cosa, Baron of Grimond, invited Genoese families to repopulate and fortify the area. The town became a small republic with its own fleet, army, and government. Interesting. The town became a small republic with its own fleet, army, and government. Two large towers were built for defense, which still stand today. 17th and 18th century. During this period, Saint-Tropez played an important role in maritime affairs. The town repelled attacks by Turks, Spanish forces, and troops of the Duke of Savoy. In the 18th century, it became a significant naval base for the French Navy. 19th century and artistic influence saw Saint-Tropez emerge as a haven for artists. Hmm. Town repelled attacks from all these forces. It became a significant naval base for the French army. 19th century saw Saint-Tropez emerge as a haven for artists. Between 1890 and 1925, 1890 and 1925, the town became crucial for the development of painting. It attracted famous painters like Matisse and Signac, as well as writers and actors such as Colette, Colette and Cottu, Jean Cocteau. 20th century and modern fame. Transformation into a world-renowned destination occurred in the 20th century. During World War II, it was the first town on the coast to be liberated as part of Operation Dragoon on 1944. Hmm. Town's international fame skyrocketed in 56 with the filming of And God Created Women, starring Brigitte Bardot. Brigitte Bardot. So interesting. So interesting. So much history. Wow. It became a favorite destination for the global elite and symbol of the French Riviera lifestyle. Very interesting. Very interesting. Cultural tradition. Saint-Tropez maintains strong connections to its history through local traditions. Les Bravades de Saint-Tropez, an annual celebration held in May, honors the town's patron saint and military achievements. This tradition, dating back over 450 years, involves costumed militias parading through the town. Interesting. Glamorous reputation with a rich historical heritage, attracting visitors who come to experience both its storied past and its modern allure. Very interesting. Tell me more about Saint Tropez. While it was known as Thanopolis, let's see what we have. There's Saint Tropez, there are the boats. That's a good photo. Athenopolis is a history that dates back to the 6th century BC. The area was part of the Greek colonial expansion along the Mediterranean coast. Athenopolis was established by the Phoenicians, Greek colonists from Ionia who had founded Massilia, present-day Marseille, in 599 BC. These Greek settlers created various coastal settlements in the region, with Athenopolis being one of them. The name Athenopolis suggests a connection to Athens, 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 possibly indicating that the settlers held the Greek capital in high regard. During Roman times, Athenopolis came under Roman influence. The Roman historian and military commander Pliny the Elder mentioned that Athenopolis belonged to the Massilians, the inhabitants of Massilia. This indicates that the settlement maintained its Greek connections even under Roman rule. In 31 BC, the Romans fully invaded the region. Athenopolis, like other settlers in the area, experienced significant changes. Let's try to put this down. Okay. Athenopolis came under Roman influence. The Roman historian and military commander Pliny the Elder mentioned that Athenopolis belonged to the Marsilians, the inhabitants of Massilia. This indicates that the settlement maintained its Greek connections even under Roman rule. Even under Roman rule, it had the Greek connections. In 31 BC, when the Romans fully invaded the region, Athenopolis, like other settlements in the area, experienced significant changes. The Romans brought their own culture and infrastructure to the region, as evidenced by the construction of luxurious villas. 31 BC, when the Romans fully invaded the region, Athenopolis, like other settlements in the area, experienced significant changes. Romans brought their own culture and infrastructure to the region, as evidenced by the construction of luxurious villas. One such villa, known as Villa des Platans, Villa of the Plane Trees, was built near Athenopolis, showcasing the Roman influence on the area. It's worth noting that while Athenopolis was an important settlement, it was not the only one in the region. Closest major settlement to present-day Saint-Tropez in antiquity was Heraclea Cacabaria, which is now known as Cavalier-sur-Mer. Sur-Mer. Sur-Mer. The gulf where Saint-Tropez is located was called Sinus Sembra- Sinus Sembracitanus during this period. While specific details about the daily life are scarce, it's likely that the settlement, given its coastal location, played a role in maritime trade and fishing activities, which were crucial to the economy of ancient Mediterranean coastal towns. Interesting. Tell me the story of frequent pirate attacks plaguing Saint Tropez. Let's see what we have here. Picturesque coastal town, French Riviera has a long, tumultuous history of pirate attacks that significantly shaped its development and culture. Early piracy. First major wave of pirate attacks began in the late ninth century. For nearly 100 years, the region suffered from raids and sackings by Saracen pirates. Saracens landed on the coast below in the year 889. Hmm. It's really impressive that at that time, these men, they lived on boats and still had this kind of physique. That's crazy. That's crazy. They're eating too much meat. Too much meat. Okay. These Muslim raiders established a colony in the area, controlling Saint-Tropez from 890 to 972. So significant that they even left a lasting mark on the region's architecture with the distinctive pink tiled roofs in Provence still referred to as Saracen roofs. Huh. Barbarossa brothers and the 16th century. 16th century saw a resurgence of piracy that severely impacted Saint-Tropez. In the 1510s, the infamous Barbarossa brothers, serving the Sultan of Constantinople, initiated decades of Muslim piracy along Christian coastlines. Hmm. The infamous Barbarossa brothers, serving the Sultan of Constantinople, initiated decades of Muslim piracy along Christian coastlines. Men, women, and children were frequently kidnapped for ransom or sold into slavery in North America. initiated decades of Muslim piracy along Christian coastlines. Men, women, and children were frequently kidnapped for ransom or sold into slavery in North America. Some captives escaped, others died in captivity, and some were converted to Islam, occasionally becoming privateers themselves. The threat was so pervasive that the famous prophet Nostradamus mentioned one of his quatrains highlighting the danger to residents and sailors alike. Defensive measures. Saint-Tropez implemented several defensive strategies. The development of a milice bourgeois, a part-time militia that evolved into today's Corps de Brigade. The appointment of a yearly town captain to oversee defense starting in 1558. Construction of fortifications including a hexagonal tower built between 1602 and 1607 under the orders of Henry IV. 17th century crisis. From 1607 to 1625, pirates captured or burned 22 ships, single-mast boats, and bark belonging to the town. City became impoverished, losing nearly 1,500 residents. By the 1660s, the once thriving fleet was reduced to a few small vessels and fishing boats. So interesting. Showed remarkable resilience. The town's militia successfully repelled a fleet of Spanish galleons on 1637, a victory still celebrated today in the annual Le Brevet de Espagnol festival, but also contributed to the unique character and traditions that Dal still cherishes today. Tell me the story of these Saracen roofs. What is that about? Pink tiles. Distinctive pink tiles in Provence still refer to its Saracen roots have a fascinating history that dates back to the ninth and 10th century. Architectural features a lasting reminder of the Saracen presence in the region, who were Muslim raiders from North Africa, established a colony in Saint-Tropez Peninsula. During this period, they exerted significant influence over the sea, leaving behind cultural and architectural legacies. Most visible remnant of the Saracen occupation is the distinctive pink tiled roofs that can still be seen throughout Provence, a characteristic feature of the region's architecture. Despite the relatively short period of the control, was significant enough that these roofs continue to be referred to as Saracen roofs even today, more than a millennium later. Larger pattern of raids and occupations along the Mediterranean coast. While the time in the region was marked by conflict, including kidnappings and battles, they also brought new knowledge and techniques, including architectural styles. Complex historical interactions between different cultures, tangible reminder of how even brief periods of occupation can leave lasting remarks on a region's cultural landscape. Hmm. Barbarossa. Barbarossa brothers. Let's see. Tell me the story of Barbarossa brothers. Interesting. Tale of the Barbarossa Brothers is a captivating saga of piracy, naval prowess, and political e- ascension, ascension in the 16th century Mediterranean world. Oruk and Khidr, Uruk and Khidr, later known as Hayreddin, were born on the Greek island of Lesbos to a Muslim father named Yaqub, a potter and boat operator. Growing up in a seafaring family, the brothers learned the art of sailing as part of their family business. Initially working as sea traders, the brothers turned to piracy in response to the actions of the Knights Hospitalers based in Rhodes, began conducting counterattacks against Christian ships, particularly targeting Spanish vessels. Redbeard legacy. Barbarossa. Barbarossa, meaning red beard in Italian, was given to Orok due to his facial hair. This moniker would later extend to Khidr as well, expanding their influence. The Barbarossa brothers had become formidable pirates. They captured 23 ships in less than a month near Liguria, established bases in Shershel and Jijil in Algeria, raided coastal cities in Spain, Italy, and the Balearic Islands. Algiers and Ottoman alliance. In 1516, the brothers captured Algiers from Spanish control. This conquest caught the attention of the Ottoman Empire, leading to a strategic alliance. The Ottomans appointed Uruk as the governor of Algiers and Khidr as the chief sea governor of the Western Mediterranean. Uruk's demise and Khidr's rise. Uruk was killed in a Spanish attack, leaving Khidr to assume control of Algiers and adopt the Barbarossa name. Khidr, now known as Hayreddin Barbarossa, offered his services to the Ottoman Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, becoming the chief admiral of the Ottoman fleet. As Capudan e Iberia of the Ottoman Navy, Barbarossa expanded Ottoman influence by establishing a coalition of Christian naval powers at the Battle of Preveza in 1538, raided coastal settlements capturing slaves and treasure, transformed from humble beginnings to become the scourge of Mediterranean, reshaping the balance of naval power in the region. Their actions significantly impacted maritime trade, geopolitics, and the ongoing conflict between Christian Europe and Ottoman Empire in the 16th century. Interesting. I liked how he gave a very quick summary. Let's see. So we dig deep into pirate attacks. It fell under Saracen control, recaptured by Christians and became a priority. Okay, let's see. Tell me the story. Invite Genoese families to repopulate and fortify Saint-Tropez. This is really cool. So with Perplexity, we are able to go from the earliest knowledge to today. We can get a quick summary, and then based on our interest, we can start digging deeper. So we start with breadth, and then we go into depth. Hmm. Mid-15th century, Saint-Tropez and the surrounding region of Provence were in a state of decline due to wars, invasions, and epidemics. To revitalize the area, Count Rene of Provence sought to repopulate and strengthen the coastal defenses. 1441, Count Rene created the barony of Grimont and appointed Jean de Cosa, his chamberlain. Oh, this reminds me, Emma Chamberlain. So, what is Chamberlain meaning? Chamberlain means an officer who manages the household of a monarch or noble. Interesting. Interesting. As the Baron of Grimont, Jean de Cosa, recognizing the strategic importance of Saint Tropez and its vulnerable position, took steps to fortify and repopulate the town. 1470 reached out to Rafael de Garezio, a wealthy Genoese nobleman, with an intriguing proposal. They signed an agreement that would reshape Saint-Tropez's future. The key points of the agreements were Garezio would bring Genoese families to Saint-Tropez to repopulate the area, a wealthy Genoese nobleman. Okay? These new settlers would rebuild the city and revamp its defense system. In exchange, the new inhabitants would be granted special privileges, including tax exemption and the right to bear arms. Hmm. Gorazio fulfilled his part of the agreement by bringing 21 Genoese families consisting of peasants and peasants and sailors from the overcrowded Italian Riviera, arrived with the task of rebuilding and fortifying the town. Quickly got to work. They had constructed impressive defense structures, a great wall encircling the town, watchtowers to guard against sea and land attacks, two large towers, one at the end of Grand Mole, another at the entrance to the Ponche. The rebirth charter of Saint-Tropez was signed, officially establishing the new community of about 60 families. This initiative not only repopulated Saint-Tropez but also transformed it into a small, self-governing republic with its own fleet and army. Town was administered by two consuls and 12 elected councillors, enjoying a level of autonomy unusual for the time. Enjoying a level of autonomy unusual for the time. The legacy of his decision continues to shape Saint-Tropez today. Defensive structures, including the iconic tower, still stand as testament to this pivotal moment in town's history. Unique privileges granted to these early settlers help establish the independent spirit which has characterized the town throughout its subsequent history. Interesting. Fell under Saracen control, later recaptured by Christians, became a priority of Saint Victor, subsequently ruled by various noble families, including Viscounts of Marcel, Suffren, Castellan, Baron of Grimont, invited Genoese families to repopulate and fortify the area. It became a small republic. Two large towers were built, repelled attacks, became a significant naval base for the French Navy. Okay. Let's see if Perplexity is good at context. It is good at context. Okay. So recognize that we're talking about Saint Tropez. We're still talking about Saint Tropez. There was a time when they started messing it up, but they're good now. Okay. Transform a small town into a significant naval base for the French Navy, playing a crucial role in maritime affairs. The strategic location of Saint Tropez, situated between Toulon and Antibes, made it an ideal port for protecting the French coastline. Defenses were oriented towards the Mediterranean, reflecting its importance in naval strategy. Considerable activity during this period, 1789, visited by 80 ships, indicating its growing importance. Town shipyards were busy constructing various vessels. Tartanes, Single-masted fishing boats, tartan, tartains, tartains, three-masted ships capable of carrying 1,000 to 12,000 barrels. Maritime economy. Naval significance boosted related industries. Fishing, cork production, wine trade, wood industry. Town established a school of hydrography, further cementing its status as a naval center and providing education for future mariners, exemplified by the construction of impressive ships. 1860, the flagship of the merchant navy, the Queen of the Angels, La Rien de Ong, was built. Three-masted ship had a capacity of 740 barrels, showcasing the town's shipbuilding expertise. Hmm. Not only bolstered France's maritime defenses but also drove the town's economic and technological development, leaving a lasting impact on the history and identity. Tell me the story. 1890 and 1925. Saint-Tropez. Underwent a remarkable transformation from a quiet fishing village into a vibrant center for the development of modern painting. Catalyzed by the arrival of prominent artists who were drawn to the town's stunning landscape and unique light. Arrival of Paul Signac. When the pointillist painter Paul Signac settled in the town, captivated by its bright colors and beautiful seascapes, he purchased a villa called La Hune, which he converted into his studio. Signiac's presence marked the beginning of Saint-Tropez's reputation as an artistic haven. Enthusiasm for the area led him to invite fellow artists to join him. Notable figures were Henri Matisse, Maximilien Luce, Theo van Rysselberg, Henry Edmund Cross, André Derain. Derain. These artists not only contributed to the burgeoning art scene but also engaged with emerging movements such as Neo-Impressionism and Fauvism, which emphasized vivid colors and innovative techniques. Artistic community in Saint-Tropez became a melting pot of ideas and styles, created numerous works inspired by the local scenery depicting everyday life, leisure activities, and the natural beauty surrounding them. Use of bright colors and loose brushwork. Focus on capturing light and atmosphere, influenced by both Impressionism and the evolving modernist movements, laying the groundwork for Fauvism, which would later gain prominence as one of the first modern art movements of the 20th century. Town became a pilgrimage site for artists seeking inspiration, leading to an influx of creative talent that contributed to its reputation as an avant-garde center. Musée de l'Annonciade was established, becoming one of France's first modern art museums. It showcased works from the artists who had painted in the area, including many from the Pointillist and Fauvist movements. The museum remains a testament to Saint-Tropez's rich artistic heritage. Tell me the story of what happened in the town. Tell me the story of the impact of World War II on the town. Let's see. Significant impact on Saint-Tropez, transforming the town and leaving a lasting mark on its history. Crucial role in Operation Dragoon, the Allied invasion of southern France. Allied invasion of southern France. Wow, what a photo. Hmm. Town holds the distinction of being the first on its coast to be liberated during the operation. 45th Infantry Division landed near the town as part of the Central Landing Force on Delta Beach. Liberation was swift and relatively smooth, with German resistance in the area being light. Allied forces quickly secured a beachhead and linked up with paratroopers who had landed inland. Within hours of the initial landing, Saint-Tropez was liberated. Location made strategically important, served as one of the main landing ports, helped secure coastline for further operations. Proximity to other key objectives like Toulon and Marseille made it a valuable asset. Marked a turning point. Town transitioned from a military stronghold and fishing village to an internationally known seaside resort. Became a hub for artists, particularly those associated with the French New Wave cinema and the Yé Yé music movement. Evolved into a popular destination for the European and American jet set, as well as tourists from all around the world. Town continues to honor its World War II history. Annual celebrations are held on August 15th to commemorate the Allied landing. These events include parades, live music, popular dances, and fireworks displays. Tell me the story, a popular destination for the European and American jet set. International jet set, a fascinating tale of cultural evolution, celebrity influence. Painters, artistic beginnings, post for transformation, marking a turning point in the history. Legend has it that the British and American troops who arrived were captivated by the town's beauty and vowed to return, though it's unclear if they did. Saint-Tropez's true accent to international stardom began after World War II. Bardo effect. Watershed moment came in '56, the release of Roger Vadim's and God Created Women, starring Brigitte Bardot, thrust the town into global spotlight, showcasing its stunning landscape and carefree lifestyle. Herself fell in love with Saint-Tropez and made it her home, further cementing its status as a celebrity hotspot. 60s and 70s saw reach its zenith as a playground for the rich and famous. Celebrities like Jack Nicholson, Francois Sagan, and Romy Schneider became regular visitors. Luxury hotels, such as Hotel Byblos, opened to cater to the influx of high profile guests. The town's nightlife centered around venues like Le Cave du Roy became legendary. Saint-Tropez continues to attract a diverse mix of visitors. It remains a favorite among celebrities, with stars like DiCaprio and Beyonce frequenting the town. Annual Val de Saint-Tropez Regatta draws sailing enthusiasts from around the world. Beaches, particularly along the Baie de Pampelonne, are renowned for their beauty and exclusivity. Town has managed to preserve much of its historic charm, offering visitors a unique blend of old world atmosphere and modern sophistication. What are the major events in the history of Hotel Byblos since its inception? Let's see what we get. Okay, okay, looks beautiful. It's not, it seems like it's built very much like how a community would be built. It's not the sophisticated, fancy, sharp, box like hotels. It looks pretty much like a bunch of houses in a village. Really cool. 1967. Okay. Luxury hotel in Saint Tropez has a storied history marked by significant events since its inception. 65. Construction began. Inspired the Lebanese port city of Byblos and designed by Lebanese hotelier Jean Prosper Guepara. The hotel was envisioned as a luxurious retreat for the elite, particularly to attract Brigitte Bardot, whom Guepara admired. Hmm. Hotel officially opened its door in a grand inauguration attended by numerous celebrities, including Brigitte Bardot and other notable figures from the arts and entertainment world. Opening event featured 700 guests, marking the hotel as a new hotspot for the international jet set. Change of ownership. Shortly after opening, the Six-Day War broke out, prompting Guepard to return to Beirut. He sold hotel to French businessman Sylvain Fleury on September 67. What? Whoa. Six-Day War broke out, prompting Guepard to return to Beirut. Celebrity weddings in high society. 71. Mick Jagger married Bianca Perez Mora Macias at the hotel, further solidifying its reputation as a favorite destination for celebrities and high profile events. Throughout the late 20th century, it became a regular haunt for numerous celebrities, including Jake Nicholson, Cher, and later stars like David Guetta and Beyonce. Oh, it's nightclub. Okay, so this nightclub is in Hotel Byblos. Cave de Roy opened in July 67 and became an iconic venue for nightlife. 2012, recognition as a palace hotel. Received the prestigious designation of a palace, recognizing its exceptional quality and service within the luxury hotel sector in France. 50th century. Celebrated its 50th anniversary with a series of events in partnership with luxury brands like Rolls Royce and Dom Perignon. Festivities included a gala dinner and special redesigns of the hotel spaces, unveiled a reimagined spa and redesigned suites by architect Laura Gonzalez, maintaining its status as a luxurious retreat while adapting to a contemporary taste. Really cool. Really cool. Renovations, events, updates, discussing guest experience. Iconic luxury hotel is set to unveil. Okay, okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, okay. Really nice, really nice, really nice. Feels like the hotel has expanded since the origin, but let's see. Redesigned. Paris-based interior designer Laura Gonzalez has collaborated with Hotel Biblos to renovate four exclusive suites. Unique color palettes, coral, yellow, turquoise, and celadon. Blend of timeless elegance and modern design. Custom-made elements like ceramic minibars inspired by 1970s travel trunks. Marquetry wooden doors create space that feel like a welcoming family home while reflecting the joy of living in Saint-Tropez. Completely renovated the spa and expanded for the season. Epic journeys treatment based on the elements of air, water, fire, earth, and constellations. Korean lift treatment by Semi Cosmetics. Four new hydrofacial treatments. Customized with yoga sessions, wellness classes, and specially prepared meals by executive chef Nicola Canuti. Biblos Beach, Ramatuelle Hotel's eco-conscious beach club on Pampelon Beach continues to operate with a no plastic policy and sources ingredients from local farms and fresh catches. For exceptional service and luxury, hotel holds the prestigious Palace distinction since 2012. Range of dining options including the Rivia restaurant overseen by Alain Ducasse provides guests with access to the legendary Les Caves du Roi nightclub. Very interesting. A nightclub that has been relevant for more than 50 years. That is crazy. That is crazy. And maybe because it was the first one, and it is kind of the, it has a lot of history. It is the first one. It's a small place. It's not like Miami or New York City where a new nightclub would pop up every day. It has a lot of history over there. Very interesting. And they also do keep renovating. That's important. Yeah, it seems like they do keep renovating this place. Legendary nightclub. Nightclub located in Saint-Tropez with a luxurious hotel Biblos. 67 cornerstone of Saint-Tropez nightlife for over 50 years. Glamorous interior, baroque columns adorned with gold brocade, VIP booths embroidered with Biblos insignia, oriental touches, and iconic illuminated palm trees. Iconic illuminated palm trees, state-of-the-art LED lighting system and sound equipment. Renowned for Its A-list clientele: Mick Jagger, Jack Nicholson, Sylvester Stallone, David and Victoria Beckham, Naomi Campbell. Music and entertainment: resident DJ Jack E has become almost as legendary as the club itself. Resident DJ Jack E. That makes sense. That makes sense. It's a legendary nightclub. Anyone who will be the DJ over there, they have to be legendary itself themselves. Party atmosphere peaks around 1 a.m. with dancing often continuing until dawn. Wow. Mix of commercial hits and remixes from the 80s and 90s. Considered one of the world's most exclusive nightclubs. Strict door policy with patrons expected to dress impeccably. Strict door policy with patrons expected to dress impeccably. Table reservations are highly recommended, especially during peak season. Very interesting. Became a favorite destination for the global elite and a symbol of the French Riviera lifestyle. Les Brevard de Saint-Tropez, an annual celebration held in honor of Crown's patron saint and military achievement. Interesting. The town's international fame skyrocketed in '56 with the filming of And God Created Women, Woman, 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 Woman. Rise to international fame is inextricably linked. Et Dieu crée la femme. Et Dieu and God created women. Et Dieu crée la femme. Crée la femme. And they said that Bridget also moved to Saint Tropez. Let's see what that story is about. Romantic drama directed by Roger Vadim in his directorial debut transformed both the sleepy fishing village and its young star into global sensations. Interesting. Early 50s, Saint Tropez was a relatively unknown town on the French Riviera. Who had personal connection to the area chose it as the backdrop of his film due to its natural beauty, Mediterranean light, and bohemian lifestyle. The decision would prove pivotal for both the town and the film industry. Tells the story of Juliet, an 18-year-old orphan played by Bardot, whose uninhibited sexuality and rebellious nature cause a stir in Saint-Tropez. Film's plot, which challenged traditional morality and patriarchal norms, was considered highly controversial at the time. Released November 28, 56, the film became an instant commercial and critical success, pushed the boundaries of sexuality in cinema, particularly when released in the United States. In 57, faced heavy censorship due to the highest code. Despite this, or perhaps because of it, the film broke local box office records in many locations. It launched Brigitte Bardot's career, establishing her and making her international star overnight. Thrust into global spotlight, transforming from an unknown village into a symbol of glamour and a favorite retreat for movie stars and jet setters. Film influenced French cinema, helping to pave the way for the French New Wave movement, changed the landscape of foreign films in America, increasing demand and prices for distribution rights. Hmm. Increasing demand and prices for distribution rights. Popular tourist destination and symbol of Riviera glamour. while the film is remembered as a turning point in cinema history. Let's see what we know about her career post this film. Impact on popular culture and transition from acting to activism. Young ballet dancer to an international icon of cinema and activism. Born in Paris, 34, she was a ballet dancer. Artistic journey as a ballet dancer. At the age of 7, she enrolled in ballet classes and quickly excelled, eventually training under the renowned Russian choreographer Boris Knyazov. How Knyazov. Fate had other plans for young Bardot. At 15, a chance encounter with a fashion magazine editor led to Bardot's first modeling job. Her blonde hair, pouty lips, and unique blend of innocence and sensuality quickly made her a fixture on magazine covers. Exposure caught the eye of filmmaker Roger Vadim, who would play a pivotal role in launching her film career. Made her film debut in '52 with a small role in Le Trou Normand. However, it was Roger Vadim's '56 film "And God Created Women" that catapulted her to international stardom. Her portrayal of free-spirited, uninhibited Juliet Hardy. Juliet Hardy. Following the success, her career soared. She starred in numerous films throughout the late '50s and '60s, including Naughty Girl, Mademoiselle, and The Bride is Much Too Beautiful. Her performance in V Privé, V, V Privé and Viva Maria further solidified her status as a global sensation. Extended far beyond the silver screen, she became a muse for artists, musicians, and filmmakers, inspiring works across various media. Her impact on popular culture was profound, challenging conventional notions. 73, at the height of her career, Bardot made the surprising decision to retire from acting. Her final film was the edifying and joyous story of Colino. So her debut was 56, and in almost 20 years, so close to her 35, she retired from film. Following her retirement, Bardot dedicated herself to animal rights activism, founding the Bridget Bardot Foundation for the welfare and protection of animals. Hmm. Let's see if we have some interesting quotes from Bridget. That would be interesting to see. I wanted to be myself. Every age can be enchanting, provided you live within it. I gave my beauty and my youth to men. I'm going to give my wisdom and experience to animals. I gave my beauty and youth to men. I'm going to give my wisdom and experience to animals. A photograph can be an instant of life captured for eternity that will never cease looking back at you. I leave before being left, I decide. Only idiots refuse to change their minds. It is better to be unfaithful than faithful without wanting to be. Hmm. I'm really a cat transformed into a woman. I purr, I scratch, and sometimes I bite. It is sad to grow old, but nice to ripen. I have been very happy, very rich, very beautiful, much adulated, very famous, and very unhappy. What could be more beautiful than a dear old lady growing wise with age? Every age can be enchanting provided you live within it. Hmm, interesting. Saint Tropez 2024. Let's see. What do we have? Hotel renovation. Okay. French Riviera destination continues to evolve and enhance its luxury offerings. Hotel Biblos, a luxury palace hotel, unveiled four new exclusive suites designed by Paris-based designer Laura Gonzalez. Bold color palette, timeless elegance, custom-made elements, marquetry wooden doors. La Réserve Ramatuelle, with renovations overseen by Michel Rabier and designed by Jacques Garcia. New decor, redesigned lobby, artistic elements, future developments. Haute Collection has announced plans to open a new luxury hotel between Saint-Tropez and Pampelonne Beach for the 27th season. 53-room hotel with feature provincial inspired design, infinity pool, panoramic Mediterranean views, extensive wellness facilities. A rave in the sun. I think rave means dream. A rave in the sun. This is Biblos. Wow. What is this? It's beautiful. I don't think this is real. Or is it? I don't think this is real. Beautiful. Arev. Arev. I'm guessing it means a dream. What are unique features? What are new suites? I think that's it for Saint Tropez. Okay. Thank you. End of stream.